Bennifer. The phenomenon was almost as big as Brangelina. You'll remember the craziness around actor Ben Affleck's relationship with Jennifer Lopez. They were set to get married, of course, as you would know, but the wedding was called off and they both went on to have children with other partners. It happens. But now Ben Affleck's announced he is divorcing actress Jennifer Garner. People are asking whether the other Jennifer could be back on the scene. US entertainment correspondent knows the answer to that. Dylan Howard joins me now. Dylan, good morning.
Good morning to you, Paul. It seems more like hope at this stage. Sources are telling us that indeed Jennifer Lopez had nothing to do with this week's shocking announcement from Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck that the pair is set to divorce. That said, the last time the pair, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, were together was at the Oscars, where they had a very public brush with each other. And now everyone is hoping that the couple might actually get back together. Of course, you will remember it was Ben who called off the marriage just days before they were set to say "I do" in 2004. Now, that announcement this week stunned many people, but it wouldn't surprise many of your viewers, Paul, because we broke that story 6 weeks ago when we told you that Ben had taken off the wedding ring in Nova Scotia and gone to a Buddhist monastery, and now the pair say they're going to try and settle their differences amicably in the spirit of their 3 children.
When he went to the Buddhist monastery, and I don't want to be disrespectful, Dylan, but when he went to the Buddhist monastery, did he have some ladies waiting for him? Because one of the things Jennifer Garner's implied is that he was just impossible to control.
Well, there is much speculation as to what was at the centre of this split. There have been rumours for many, many months that Ben Affleck had a wandering eye. None of that has ever been substantiated, but the strain in that marriage was certainly there for everyone to see. On her birthday, he ripped the wedding ring off and fled to Canada, where he was photographed at a gas station, obviously not wearing that ring. And they weren't together many times over the last month while she worked in Canada and he was in Los Angeles. The strain was there for everyone to see, and the surprising announcement this week, not so surprising for some.
Yep. It just got too hard and she's called it quits. All right, talking of too hard and calling it quits, Donald Trump, I understand that new polls out have him at number 2 for leadership of the Republicans. That is just extraordinary, isn't it?
Extraordinary to say the very least. Now, Donald Trump has been at the centre of a really sordid scandal over the last 2 weeks since he announced, but it has had very little effect on his presidential ambitions because a new CNN poll was released yesterday and it placed him second behind Jeb Bush in the crucial state of Iowa, and the Republicans are probably ruining the day that Donald Trump nominated himself because the Democrats would be very thankful with this. Hillary Clinton topping that poll, but despite all this, he's been at the centre of this scandal surrounding comments he made on the dais when he announced his candidacy, centering on Mexicans. He said that most Mexicans were, quote, criminals and rapists and were taking jobs from Americans. In the wake of that comment, NBC has ditched him. They had him as the host of Celebrity Apprentice here in the United States, and his Donald Trump Miss Universe pageant, which aired on Univision, has been dumped. Trump fired back with a $500 million lawsuit. Then yesterday, the retail giant Macy's dumped his merchandise lines from their stores. Despite all this, though, he seems to be resonating with the voters.
Yeah,
and conservatives, on one hand, will be ruining the fact that he entered this race because Jeb Bush was said to be a fait accompli.
All right, Dylan, just finally, it appears Tiger Woods' philandering knows no bounds.
Tiger Woods is at the centre this morning of a very explosive scandal, suggesting that he actually has been dating one of his close friend's ex-wives. Now, the woman is Amanda Duffner, and the man at the centre of that was a golfer, Adam Duffner, a Ryder Cup teammate of, Jason Duffner, a Ryder Cup teammate of Tiger Woods. Although Tiger has denied this, it ought to be said that they're the same people in Tiger's camp who denied that he cheated on his first wife, Elin Nordegren.
Absolutely.
Now, the pair is said to have a relationship that's been going on behind the scenes on the PGA Tour for some time. Perhaps that could explain Tiger's dire performance in recent months.
God, I mean, something has to explain it because he's a good golfer, actually. Dylan, thank you very much for joining us. Dylan Howard, our US correspondent. So Tiger Woods in trouble, Jennifer Garner, Ben Affleck. God, and as far as Donald Trump goes, you might be wondering, well, what is this merchandise that has been pulled out of Macy's? Apparently, you can look like Donald Trump. Dress shirts, neckties and cufflinks. The whole Donald Trump look. All right.